Morning, morning, morning. It is Wednesday. Hump day. Let's do this. Let's do this thing, chat. Good morning. How the hell are you? Hope you're doing well. Hope you slept well. I slept a little longer than I usually do. I'm actually 100% surprised that I made it on time today. Can't believe it. And I didn't break up my routine. Still had coffee. Still watched the news. Still took the morning constitutional. Must be getting efficient in my young age. Good morning, everybody. How you doing today? Pointless Twitch comes in first today. What? Yasis was second. Bluesy for third.
Corey Ash, why in the world would you start your day with watching the news? Lol.
You know, since I'm getting rid of the rage generator, I need a new rage generator. So I'm testing out the political
Pointless underscore Twitch. I can't even believe I got first.
Right? You're usually
I'm
in the
shadows.
Right.
Corey Ash, will do it.
I know, right? Isn't that the point? Isn't that the point? All right, we're gonna go ahead and start the day with a heat treat. We got, let me double check. We got 6 knives in the oven that need a little bit of loving. 154 cm. So in about 2 hours, 2.5 hours, we'll pull those out. They'll be like super hot. 1,950
Corey Ash, I'm making
degrees.
sourdough today. Yum.
Let that sink in just a little bit. Nearly 2,000 degrees. That's hot. It's hot. It's very hot. Oh.
Corey Ash, that's Florida hot.
That's Florida hot, right? Just got to add some water to it. So, did some more. Did the doctor's appointment yesterday, right? And she decided not to do the crown because the tooth structure is still decent, even though I had the root canal done. So, she did some topicals and squared away a little bit of stuff there. I was nervous about that, man. Let me tell you. Not gonna get a needle, not gonna get numb, just a topical numb, and then she's gonna bring a drill into my mouth. Oh my God. I'm surprised I didn't stroke out right then and there. But made it through it. So yeah. And she didn't do the crown. So okay. Because I'm a veteran, my dental's actually covered. So granted, it's VA dental, but I think we got a good dentist. She's really nice. She's really nice, and she's very communicative. So she talks you through every step of what she's about to do, almost to the point where it's almost too much. It's like, oh, I don't need to know that. Just do it already, and yeah, get it done. Yeah, but she's very sweet, very nice lady. Let's see. So then I came back yesterday, and if you guys would do me a solid, head over to the website and check out the new stuff on there. Test out the scheduling system, like put in bogus schedules. I would appreciate that. If you could also test out the liability waiver stuff, and put in bogus liability waivers. I don't need your real address or your real email. I think it only asks for email and phone number. I don't need any of that. Just put like 111 or some shit like that in there. I would appreciate it, so we make sure that it's squared away. I cleaned up a lot of the pages and added details and stuff. And the pages that aren't working are not fleshed out yet. I went ahead and put under construction. So we'll still go. We're going with that. So yeah, finally figured out how to access the control panel for WordPress. Let me tell you something, folks. I fucking hate WordPress. Hate it. I spent an hour and a half trying to figure out how to change the color on font. And I still didn't figure it out. I ended up having to do a workaround, which, something I'm very good at. Like, oh, let's see if we can find another way. There's more than one way to skin this cat. So I ended up going to the Google GUI interface that I use for the .org, jrkknives.org, and grabbing up all the text there, changing it the color there because, you know, it's very simple. They put a button out there and you can do it. And then I copied and I pasted it over into the WordPress and it worked. Oh my Lord. Poor Lumen. He's probably like done with me at this point because I have diarrhea mouth, I guess, in that regard. So like I just laid it on. I was like, man, WordPress sucks. He's like, oh, if you know how to use it, it's right. It's great. I was like, I don't know how to use it. Lumen's a great dude. Today we're going to work on the heat treat. We got a couple more knives we probably need to do. We're probably going to do some hand sanding. I didn't get to any hand sanding last night. And probably the one thing I really want to get done that I have just been failing at miserably is the map. Our contest map has not been updated, and it should have been updated 9 days ago. I am just that far behind, folks. I am that far behind. So we're probably going to go ahead and do that on stream and get it done. So I'm changing the way the math works on the game. So before we would add a point and then you guys would just battle each zone. Well, the problem is the map's not very big and some of those zones are really small. So there's a lot of battles going on inside the zones and the tracking is starting to get a little cumbersome. So the alternative that I've devised is first in, first out. So what that means is if you strike a zone, use your domination strike, it's worth 1 point, right? You attack a zone at 1 point, you take it, okay? If somebody else is in there and they have 1 point, you take it. If they have 2 points, you can't take it, okay? So you get 2 points from a snipe if you do a gift sub. So you need at least 2 points, but you can bank your zone, your command points, and those will be banked down in, of course, Antarctica. And the same goes for other points. So like gift bombs and stuff, I'm now going to remove the cap on those as far as circular rotation.
Blue John, I noticed I can get you to pick up my knives. Cool.
Cool.
25 US for you to come pick up my knives in Belgium.
Except it also says
LOL.
Manhattan, Kansas area. So, right? Right? Aww. Pointless Twitch. You want a dad joke this early in the morning? Come on now. It's too early. The Book of Dad Jokes. Page 111.
Pointless __ Twitch. It's 2 p.m. for me, haha.
You did not get a cow joke, sir. Although you did find a joke that we haven't done yet. This one is under the military titling. The mess sergeant was a student of philosophy of sorts and daily posted food for thought for the enlisted personnel. Mess sergeant, that's the dude that controls the food, was a student of philosophy of sorts and daily posted food for thought. You know, hopefully it's a tasty menu that he posted for the enlisted. Oddly enough, though, the mess sergeant
_ Twitch
also
or now.
Coriash, I
for the
bought 2
officers,
appointments. Too. Got the emails with PDF, looking good. It all seems to be a base $25 though, even if I added mower blades.
Yeah. So it's not supposed to collect any money. I don't want it to collect any money. But I want people to know my prices up front when it comes to the sharpening.
That is the Manhattan, Kansas area. You never defined the size of the area.
Okay, well, I will definitely get that done. I'll have to make a note of that, Bluesy. So if I go and I pick up and then I deliver a knife, that's $25, right? It's actually very cheap. Most of the time they're charging like $100 delivery fee in this area. I never agreed with that fee. Those are like trades crafts, like electricians, plumbers, shit like that. I might have to raise it at some point, but I don't feel like I need to right now. And not for knives anyway. But when we get there, when I get there or my future employees get there, they give us an idea of how many knives, and then we'll give them the final pricing structure. But I do have my price list on the website so that the customer can actually figure out, based on how many knives they're going to want sharpened, what it's going to cost, right? And of course, you know, it gives
Ashwin yo, you look
our
like the
people
guy
coming
with
through.
drugs.
Thanks, Ashwin. I appreciate that. Welcome on in. And let's see. Now you got me thinking about Breaking Bad. Say my name. Heisenberg? No, I want people to know what the prices are so they can figure out what it is that they're going to charge. And then from there, they give us an idea of how many knives or other tools that they need sharpened. That just gives us a heads up, you know? Like, okay, what are we going to go pick up? You know? Give us an idea of what's going on. Alternatively, though, I also broke down a pickup or a delivery fee. So, for example, say somebody decides they want to bring me their knives to the farmer's market and they want me to bring it back to them. They only have to pay the one-way fee as opposed to other way around. Not exactly sure if people were going to ask for a pickup and then just come and get it themselves at the farmer's market. Now, naturally, if somebody wants to just drop them off one week and then pick them up the next week, then there's no fee at all. So, because I'll already be at the market. But that's the rundown and skinny of the delivery, pickup and delivery fees. Eventually, I want to offer mobile sharpening, so that means it'll be on site. For that, I need a vehicle that is capable of supporting all the tools and stuff that I need, which they should be in on Friday, folks. I've got 2 more tools coming. I got the professional sharpening system for the scissors and shears, the right shears, not the curtain shears, and a Tormac T8. If you have never seen a Tormac T8, you're going to get to see one, and you get to see it in action. It is the creme de la creme, supposedly top line knife sharpener. So, yeah. Supposedly it's the best thing since sliced bread, and it can do anything and everything except shears. You believe that? One tool to rule them all except shears. Oh my Lord. So we'll get to play around with that some. Let's see. What else? I think we need to go ahead and start working on Wolferi's knives. So we'll get started with that. But yeah. I am very pleased that you guys
Tormac can do shears with the correct attachments.
So when you say correct attachments, are you thinking the SG250 wheel? Or the SJ250 wheel? It's a $400 wheel, right? $500, $495 wheel, so just under $500. It's a Japanese wheel, and the Tormac uses low water and
something
stones
like that
to do its sharpening. So it's a very in-depth. Think of it like hand sharpening on whetstones, but with the whetstone moving for you instead of you moving the knife. So you guys get to see it. Hopefully Friday, depending on what time it gets here. If not, you'll get to see it on Saturday at the farmer's market. Yeah. But I really do appreciate you guys being with me on this journey. This business venture is man, it's made me pull out all my hair. Literally, I've pulled out all my hair over this thing already. All right, let's get to it, folks. Let's get some work done. Let's do some knives. If you haven't entered yet, !play. You folks over on YouTube, make sure you mash that subscribe button and turn off alerts. I stream way too much for alerts. If you want to partake in my monthly knife giveaways, you will have to come over to Twitch. There's no integration yet for YouTube. I'm still hopeful, as well as the marbles game. I've heard rumor that they're going to push it over.
Corey Ash, I
but
put a note
I haven't
about
seen it
booking
yet.
in your business startup channel for later.
Thank you, Corey. I appreciate that. What's up, Sesame? All right, let's do this thing, shall we? Troll cam, please.
Scissor Man
Do
Haley
it.
Hump Day
Let's
John.
do it. Hump day. Scissor Man, you missed the exclamation point play. You got to get
Scissor
in there.
Man oops happy.
You're happy about it? That just doesn't seem right, Scissor Man. Why are you happy about that stuff? So you know how Carl smacked me with the 4-digit...
Corey Ash, next season or the one after, might see Marbles multi-platform.
The 4-digit extra mail fee? Well,
Scissor Man
he
I
was
spelled
hoping
happy wrong John.
to go on vacation yesterday, so like I said, man, karma's a bitch, brother. Karma gets you every time.
Wow.
I can say that because Carl's not here right now. He won't listen. He won't hear me. I'm like, that's mean, John. All right. So these are the last two knives that I need to do for my Ko-fi supporters. These two steak knives are going to Wolferi. Wolferi is my first and continuing legend. Currently, there's only 10 legendary slots available, 4 of which have been claimed. That means there are 6 legendary slots available. The legendary supporters on Ko-fi get to pick the knives they want every year from me. Whatever knife they want. If it's a small enough knife, like a medium or a small, then they get 2 of them. He has opted for some steak knives. Presently, it is the only way to get knives from me, Chuck, other than the giveaways and the contest. I had an issue with acquiring insurance for custom knives. Insurance company only consider knives for mass production. They don't like to the lone artiste.
Corey Ash so crazy to me.
Yup. Oh, and if you ever think that insurance isn't a racket, what I'm about to tell you is going to solidify it as a fucking racket. So when I was going out looking for insurance on my own or with a company, like say American Family or USA, anytime that they reach out to an insurance carrier under the initial guise, it blocks any and all future attempts from anybody else. So for example, if I went to USAA and they reached out to Hartford, and then I go to American Family and ask them to try to find me some insurance, they will not be able to query Hartford for a policy. Which means it is a fucking racket. They block you from all these other insurances. So when you pick one, you got to stick with them. So make sure when you pick somebody, it's the right one. pretty ridiculous. Learn all kinds of weird shit when you become an LLC.
Koresh, you're part of a bladesmith or knife maker guild, aren't you? Have you asked any questions to them about insurance?
Nah. The ABS typically has something under the Hartford, under a Hartford policy. But here recently, I guess Hartford has been not doing that. I'm also not a member of the ABS. Just not a joiner, man. Here lately, I've also been considering why I'm part of the KCKA. I don't go to any of their events.
Koresh, I think there are specialty brokers that would handle niche things. Not big insurance like Prudential, etc. But finding them is obviously the hard part.
Right? Blacksmith Pops! Thank you for the resub, my dude. We do appreciate that. Resub! 22 months, man. You'd have told me 3 years ago that I'd still be streaming, I'd be just like, yeah, I don't know. I looked at some of those year-long badges and I was like, I don't think I'm ever going to get there. Flies, though. It flies. I'm not going to ask you where to strike just yet, Pops. I still got to clean up the map. And I owe Cyberdial. Unless I put one up here yesterday for him. I don't remember. Well, for his Dom strike yesterday. Monday. Remember the weirdest of things. That is definitely one of them. I still have not heard anything back from my query to the HOA about my duties as a VP. I'm actually at the point where I may just submit them a letter saying, you know what, you guys don't want to respond, I'm done. I don't need to be a part of this monkey horse show. Then again, I maybe they're just waiting for me to step up and do something. I don't know. So an opportunity is arisen. Apparently one of my neighbors is a little upset with, I guess, the yard maintenance of one of the medians. Threw around a pretty strong accusation. And I suppose I could go over and talk to him about it. Time for new belt. New belt! Life on this one here.
See Robert TV. There's always that one person who complains and whines. Walk over, say hey Karen, what's wrong, lol.
Well, I've looked at the median from a distance, and I don't see anything wrong with it from here. But I've known this neighbor for years. And he doesn't actually do any yard work whatsoever. He pays somebody to do it. And his yard is not exactly in the greatest of shape. Plus, you know, I've seen it over the years while I've lived here. So I'll have to go take a look at the median and decide from there what he's saying. Might be true. I don't know. I'm not going to discount it just because he's an ass. Or a Karen, as you put it. One of those folks that believes everybody else has maintained his property, and he's laid claim to the median and thinking it's his property, but he wants other people to pay for it, to maintain it, even though it's not his property. So much so that he's actually put in a sprinkler system on the median.
The other Bob, write yourself a citation for an abandoned vehicle. Show them you mean business.
Hey, I pay
Brooke,
insurance on
maybe
that
he should
Jeep.
be maintaining it then.
They can't say shit to me about my Jeep. It's got full coverage. You can get mad all they want. Still waiting for that hailstorm to come through and annihilate it so I can claim my insurance. Gonna sell it before then, I bet though. The day I sell it will be the day that hailstorm comes.
Blue ISE quite a bit of sparks there, John.
Yeah.
Blue high carbon.
There's still sparks on stainless steel, Blue.
Blue or special belt.
How fast that's going?
Blue, it was a floppy one.
No, not so much. Not so much. I'm not really applying pressure to the blade. I'm just letting the belt do the work. That's what the belt's there for. So the stubby nail thickness. I think I want to thin down the middle just a little bit more though. Which side to do that on? Probably. A pokey poke. Pokey point. Pokey pokey. If I got any more high carbon pieces over here, Bluesy, to show you. Be high carbon. Are all done, Spark? A lot more sparks for a high carbon. This is a knife, it will never be a knife.
Blue yet I see.
Alright, exclamation point play. If you have not entered, now's a great time to do so. Play, play, play. Play, play, play. Chat cam, please.
Coriacia knife that will never be a knife. What a sad story.
Rook, how is a knife not a knife?
Never gets done. Play, play, play. 1 minute. Get your balls on the track. Let's go. Want some Sin coin? That's the way to do it. This is the way. If you don't want any coin, that's fine. Don't have to enter. Play, play, play.
Blue when a knife is a fork.
Hit the spoon. Can it be a spoon? 15 seconds. 15 seconds. Only 6 entrants. What? Only got 6 people today? How rude. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Launch. Some great odds right there. Only 6 folks. Great odds. These odds. Gonna go right. Corey and Robert going left. Scissor Man going left. The Ace is going left. On her own. See, where's Angry Rook going? He's going left. Paceball's going right. Everybody's a lefty today except you, Blue. Or you're like neck and neck. Take a shot. Pretty good shot. Bluesy's still in first. You gonna show the lefties what's what? Looks like it. Angry Rook. You hold the pride and joy for all the lefties today. Bluesy, the righty. Congrats, Blue. Glad righty.
Blue going to try it.
Good job.
Rook, my pony is slow.
There you go. Good job, Blue. Exclamation point play, and that'll be for the next time we take a break.
Blue then keys.
Roll cam, please. Good job.
Junk sup John SIIN sup everyone.
Morning, Mr. Junk. All right, let's do another one, shall we? Need to find myself a flag bait and a flagpole. I think I'm gonna go get another telescoping pole, like the one I got from my house. Oh, I suppose I could just use that one. It's a pain in the ass to remove it from its base. I think it's kind of been some part of the foundation at this point. And when I take it to the farmer's market with me, nobody has any flagpoles there. They might be like, "What the hell?" Naturally, I have to put the American flag up front, and then my flag underneath. Be interesting to see what kind of hubbub that brings out. Like, why do you have a flagpole here, John? Wonder if I can make one out of concrete. Probably can make one. Concrete bucket.
Willie Marnin Folkses.
Morning, Willie. How are you doing today, sir?
Corey Ash morning Willie, junk.
Boosted morning Corey, Willie, Junk, Bluesy, Scissorman, Stream Elements. Willie, a day above the grass is a great day.
Blue high boosted _02.
How the hell are you, Boosted? Way above the grass, huh? You have grass where you're at? Need to get some more grass. I need to spray for dandelions.
Willie Mornin.
Need to do it before I mow. All I'm going to do is mulch. Mulching up dandelions is not a good idea. You just spread them around.
Boosted, oh yeah, it's Wednesday. Don't forget to thank Stream Elements. That dude is always here moderating and such.
Look at you sucking up to the toaster god. I have proof.
Boosted, now I just need to figure out breakfast. I really want breakfast burrito, but those are a ton of work to create homemade.
You guys are looking nice. Both looking nice. I went and picked up a tablet yesterday from Best Buy. Cat cam, please. And I'm sitting there in the Best Buy parking lot, just waiting for it to open. It ain't even opened yet. Sitting there browsing on my phone. Out of the corner of my eye, I see somebody walking up to my car, right? So naturally my reaction was to lock it, and I got another look at him, and he's looking in my vehicle, right? He's a little skinny, scrawny dude. So I exit my vehicle. I ask him what he's doing. He doesn't answer. He just walks over to the next car and is looking in there. So I started approaching him. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Is that your car? If it's not your car, you don't need to be looking in it. And started getting really, agitated, obviously. And I'm not exactly a small dude, right? So he beats feet back over to this little SUV, and then there's this gruffy, fat little fucker in the passenger seat starting to mean mug me. So, I mean mugged him back. And he finally rolled down his window, and the driver leaned over and said, "Oh, he's handicapped." I said, "What's handicap got to do with it? You're a fucking thief. You are scoping vehicles. Get the fuck out of here before I call the cops." And then they drove off. I tell you, man, you got to be careful nowadays. I told my wife the story later, and she's like, "Oh, you're lucky you didn't get shot, John." I was like, I suppose that is a possibility. There's other people in the.
See Robert TV. Yup, why I
area.
carry. Sorry, but I do.
Yeah, I tell you, man.
Boosted. Yeah, they were definitely try to test unlocked door handles and such.
Oh yeah, they were looking for stuff, man. They're looking for stuff to steal. So I went in. I of course took a picture of their vehicle and their license plate and sent it off took it into Best Buy and said, "Hey, these people are scoping vehicles in your lot. Unless by some miracle the city owns your parking lot, that is your liability because you own that parking lot. Somebody's vehicle gets broken into, it's on you, not them." How insurance works, right? Everybody wants to say it's not their fault, but it is. Which is why you see a lot of security cameras and whatnot, so they can prosecute on parking lots. And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I took that information." And they were saying they've had a rash of incidents lately. So thieves, man, I can't stand thieves. Can't stand them. Roll cam, please. So apparently we left the Nakiri in the water the other day. Guess it's a good thing it's stainless steel. You can do that with stainless steel. At least stainless steel has been heat treated. I have noticed that before the heat treat process on CM154, it'll rust like crazy in the water. But after heat treat, one of the telltale signs that I know that the heat treat succeeds or fails.
Willie Tormac rolling in this weekend.
Yeah, it should be. It should be. It's supposed to be here Friday. Means I'm not going to get any practice before we take it off to the market. We're going to practice at the market. Been educating myself with videos on it, so it should be alright. should be alright. I also have the what is it? The twice as sharp professional sphere system coming as well. The sharpening supplies website that I've found that I want to use, they didn't have any of the twice as sharp. I had to actually go to Wolf actual website to make the order. Don't think I saved any money or lost any money by doing it that way. It's just another way, I guess.
Boosted, I cannot express how I feel about thieves over Twitch cause of TOS, but I'll let you imagine, lol.
I have a question.
Okay.
Claire's tested it not.
Yeah.
She wants to do it up here because she gets better signal.
Okay.
Not she's done.
Yeah, I can do that. She needs to not stress her out as much. Maybe she should take a spike her drink. He relaxes a little bit. Some Buffalo Trace.
Willie, hello,
Some
nice
coffee.
lady.
Says hi. Willie says hi. He says hi. So I'll take a break about 8:30 then. Here. My daughter has her makeup test today. So she's naturally a stress monster. Today. She
Cyber
has to
Dial, good
pass
morning.
this one. What's up, Cyber? How are you today, sir? How the hell are ya? Mr. Pro Baller.
Cyber Dial, pretty good, and yourself?
Can't complain, man.
Big GCD, as a girl she has been using makeup for years, she should do fine. Hey hey hey. Scissor Man,
Morning,
happy hump day,
GCD.
Chris. Big GCD morning, John and chat. Boosted distraction is a great tool for easing anxiety. Instead of focusing on a test, focus on doing something afterwards that's exciting, so you tell your mind that you're going to take and pass the test, and then focus on treating yourself with ice cream after it, type of thing. Big GCD, congrats on winning Marbles Blue. LOL. Scissor Man, happy hump day, Michael. Boosted, I was today years old when I found out Cibadile streams.
Yep. He has entered the realm of the content creator.
Big GCD, so what you're saying is I should focus on hookers and blow the next test I take? LOL. Scissor man get good or boosted? Ha. Boosted physical exercise works too, yes. Big GCD LOL.
Them marble streamers, man, they have all the fun.
Willie, what does fishing in a sailboat have to do with it? Big GCD at Willido attend Betty Dont, it's a fun time. Cyberdial at boosted_02 LOL. I just started really, other than a few here and there.
Doing good, man. I'm doing fine. Doing fine. Oh. Yeah, it's time to move up to a 120. So I want to use a used one. Do I want to use...
Big GCD, I am now following. I did not know.
Try a used one out.
Rook, when is the next GCD stream? Big GCD tonight.
Tonight?
Big GCD, the next 3 nights we have jobs.
That's nice. Bye. Next 3 nights. What if you run out of food tonight? Will you have food for the next 2 nights? Or do you just cancel them? One in Pyro?
Pyro, I forgot LOL. Pyro, my bad, I usually send some emojis when I come in, it isn't like LOL.
No. Waking up the toaster god this early in the morning?
Big GCD, Steve makes too much food to run out in one night, but if it happens I guess we will be up late that night to make more food. LOL.
And when you say we, you mean Steve, right?
Pyro, hope you are doing well, 'tis been a sec.
Oh yeah.
Big GCD, no, when time is tight I help.
What you're saying is sometimes you make creamy sausage? Hey. Like it. Yeah, I've been doing pretty good, Pyro. Doing pretty good. Making some steak knives right now. Getting them super, super thin. Cleaning up the grind lines from the
Scissor man wee
60
John
grit,
loves his
30,
sausage.
No, 32 grit.
Ha.
Oh yeah, man. Nothing wrong with a little bit of sausage loving. Nothing wrong with it at all.
Scissor man, did your root canal disturb your eating, John?
No, not really. Not when it was done. Made sure I ate before I got the root canal done. Yesterday was supposed to be the crown fitting, but do it. Didn't end up doing it. Don't like going to the dentist. Too many needles. Well, my dentist is pretty nice. Still don't like going to the dentist.
Scissor man, good thing you didn't get a knuckle sandwich. Ha.
Not sure why I would get a knuckle finish. Something about Best Buy?
Scissor man, the thief thingy.
Yeah. Well, it's best to let the law handle the legal stuff. What they get paid the big bucks for. Oh, looks like we're on our way to the 1900 degree mark. Probably about another 45 minutes we'll do a heat treat. $45. Pull some iron out of the oven. Smack it between some plates. We're gonna have to get another belt though. I think this one is run the way of the dodo. Ah, I'm gonna go ahead and step inside for a moment. Use the restroom. Try to encourage my daughter positively for her test. See if she'll calm the fuck down. Grinder, please. Be back here in a few moments, folks. Exclamation point play. Play, play, play. I shall return. Might be like 5 minutes though. So I'll try to make it as quick as I can. You good? All right. I will be right back, chat. I am back. Thank you guys for your patience. Exclamation point play if you have not entered. Now's a great time to do so. Play, play, play. Get your play on.
Dub fan morning, John. Welcome back.
Bear fan. Mr. Bear fan.
Blue High back. Where is John?
Chat cam, please. Well, I've given her all the words of
Willie
encouragement I
Patience,
can.
where's the doctor?
Hopefully it'll work. Exclamation point play if you have not entered. Now's a great time to do so. Let's get 1 minute. Get your balls on the track. Let's go. Get yourself some SiiNs
Scissor
coins.
Man, welcome back
SiiNs
to
coins
Shakes.
used in the SiiNs shop. Get yourself some video games or some dice or some 3D printed goodies. Camera. Lagging a little bit. Catch up. Catch up. Go. 20 seconds. 20 seconds. All right, last call, last call, last call. Get your balls on the track. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Launch. Looks like we're going to follow Mr. Bear Fan. Following the Bear Fan. Can do it. What, a Valentine's Day map? You know, we seem to get a lot of the same maps, even though we do a lot of random. I'm beginning to wonder if their RNG generator is actually working correctly.
Scissor Man Siba needs to tell John where he wants his strike on the domination map.
That was from yesterday. I put it in Antarctica since we haven't updated the map yet. Do another one today. I'll see another one today. List. Monday, not yesterday.
Scissor Man, oh no.
I'm just freaking busy. I have never been this busy. I just need to learn better time management skills, I think. Bear Fan, it's not looking good, sir. There's people way in front of you. You must have got caught up hanging out with Steve. Way up there. See his marble from miles away. Probably just need to do it here. Stream, just update it. Willie, no! Lost our Willie. Yep. Hunted. Scissor Man's gonna have this one, chat. Looking good. There it is.
Willie ouch.
Scissor Man, uncontested, followed by the Corey bot. Bear Fan, you did not win, sir. Scissor Man, exclamation point here if you are here, please.
I'm here.
Scissor Man. Signed, shipped, and delivered. Thank you, sir.
Big GCD lucky number 7.
Random. All right, this will be next time we take a break.
Big
Probably be
GCD,
a
I don't
while.
feel so lucky.
See? See?
Scissor
We've done
Man,
this
thank you,
map
John.
many times before too. The map with the moon and the jellyfish on top of it, right? Roll cam, please. Okay. The camera is lagging considerable lag. Want to do some resin casting. We haven't done any casting in a minute. Which every time we do resin casting, it reminds me that I need to order a new insert for the pressure pot.
Blue so John, let us cast. Blue okay John, I will remind you of it.
Just more important things than a quality life improvement when it comes to the resin pot. My little janky insert works. Not as fancy as a fancy one, but works. Like we got some leftovers in here. Try to fill those dice. I don't know if it's gonna be very successful, but give it a shot.
Wine scene hey there John how's it going happy time zones everyone.
Lansing, how are you today? Hopefully your day is going well. Sure, it's rigged.
Damon it's fixed.
Damon? Put the wrong lid on the wrong one. Not that it matters, I'm pretty sure they're universal. Yeah, it's getting pretty janky though. All right. Da, 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 da. Pewter and black pearl essence and an 1/8 inch honeycomb. Black pearl essence. Huh. Pewter.
Killed man
Quack,
42.
quack,
I just
where
realized we are
is
the
the
parrot in
book?
John's shoulder. Squawk asterisk.
Right. Purple, silver. Purple, bronze, green, chocolate. Here's my black.
Blue O John, battery.
Got the battery on. Are we good? We good? Okay. Honeycomb. Honeycomb. Honey, honey, honeycomb. Have any 1/8 inch? We can get by with the smaller mold.
Scissor man, is the dive knife still in transition, John?
Yes, yes. Sure, I like the current design of the dive knife though. Hey, do we have enough time to do this before the heat treat? Maybe. Maybe. Depends on how fast we move. Let's see. I think her handle is small enough. We can get it on the small mold.
Big GCD morning wincing.
Something, my damn eye. I should pick a different color than black. Really can't see the black. Uh-oh. Parrot freezing up on me.
Damon direwolves
over
got
here
brought
and
back
reset.
from extinct, but they aren't direwolves, they are hybrids.
Big GCD poor Polly.
Damon, she just wants a cracker. Blue right in need of temperance.
Big GCD, she has a cracker cooking right now, I bet.
Damon, that's no way to address John. Wine scene, hey there, Big GCD.
Big GCD, oh, I have other names for John.
I'm not a baker.
Big GCD troll being number one.
I don't bake cakes.
Big GCD at Winesing 19.
Damon, oh John, you haven't heard the term cracker referring to a human before?
If I did, that would be a racial slur and bannable by Twitch TOS. And I know GCD wouldn't do that. So surely he meant baking actual crackers.
Big GCD, I was very clear on the fact that I have other names for you, troll.
Go ahead and put a mark on there though.
Corey, shit's getting hot in here.
One 1/8" honeycomb insert. And in theory, which all we have to do is get this little chunk off over here. Got ourselves ah. Could grab the other block and do 2 casts. Got about 17 minutes left. I'm not sure we're gonna have enough time to do just the one. I think we'll do 2 casts. I think there's enough room for it. There. I have another. I think pieces. Yep, sure is. Pieces. Okay, so we're only gonna do 1. Another beat. I forgot I ordered that. I actually have another 3x6. Find all kinds of good stuff when you go looking for something. We'll just do 1 cast today then. We're gonna wait until after the heat treat at this point, folks. We got 15 minutes left. Yeah, move this stuff out of the way for the time being. We can go ahead and start sanitizing our aluminum. I think when they make the aluminum, they use an oiling substance to help cut the honeycomb from the aluminum, which is kind of bad when it comes to knife making and handle scales, especially if you're going to cast in resin. On the bed. That's what they make alcohol for, right? So we douse it nicely. And I think what I need to do is just build or get a plastic bowl and just fill it with alcohol. And just do like a submersion. I think a submersion would work nicely. About 14 minutes. 14 minutes.
Damon, get a Tupperware to keep alcohol in that fits the size.
Yeah. That would definitely work. Definitely work. I never think about it until I get to this stage. Go ahead and set that over here for now. Hopefully the alcohol will be dry before we bring out these exceptionally hot knives. Should be. Alcohol is fairly quick drying. All right, 10 minutes. Put the other ones over there. They're not even close to ready yet. Not even close. Probably need to show my wife how to use the POS system. She's actually going to go to the market with me again this Saturday, folks. I believe she's going to leave before the teardown, though. So We get to be there for the setup, but not the tear down.
Blue, did she have fun?
I think so. I mean, aside from it being cold as hell. It's one of those shared miserable situations. Everybody was miserable, so the bonding experience. And minutes. Can't believe I put this away with so much crap still on the sides.
Diode, what ya breaking, John?
Not sure yet, Dad. Give it 5 minutes, I'm sure I'll break something. Trying to clean out this mold, or this, not mold, I guess it's a pouring apparatus, a cup, resin cup. I just can't believe I put it away as bad as it is. A lot of clear in there. Maybe I just didn't see it.
Diode, I finished 2 knives yesterday. I am gonna make millions of doll hairs.
Gosh, dude. Grazie, grazie. Morning, comic. Gonna make the millions, huh? I wish you all the lucks at it, sir.
Big GCD, they say that your first million is the hardest to make, so I have decided to focus on my second million first.
It's a solid plan.
Diode, I have imposed 104% tariff on GCD's millions.
Tweet, motherfucker.
Tweet, tweet.
Big GCD, I am good with that at Diomedes_Industries.
Blue retweeted.
5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Big GCD as did I. Diode, how many millions do I have now, GCD? Big GCD 24.35623.
Done messing with that damn thing. Probably why I stopped. I got tired of messing with it. Alright, let's get our stuff ready to go.
Diode, damn. That is a lot of millions. Would you like some of my millions, John?
Nah, I'm good. I'm still focusing on the first. We'll get there eventually. Thank you for the offer, though. 3.5 minutes.
Pyro must be dreaming, felt I heard Pyro LOL. Diode, the easiest thing to do is to steal GCD's millions.
I got a thing against thieves. Would be hypocritical if I decided to steal myself. 3 minutes. We have 6 knives in there. 6. They are steak knife variants. Similar to the ones that we were doing this morning.
Big GCD, if you can find them, let me know where I put them.
Do something about that tree. Got a damn tree growing in my tree. Get some choppy going on.
Flossy morning, everyone. Happy
Morning,
Wednesday.
It's hump day.
Diode,
Hump
damn.
day.
GCD has so many millions they misplace them. Big GCD, hey Flossie, good to see you.
It's like they're a government. 2 minutes. Daughter started her test 4 minutes ago. And now all of a sudden I gotta pee again. Dadgummit. I can't go inside. I gotta hold it. I gotta hold it. Clench it. Clench it. I hope she passes her test this time. She needs to relax. Just calm down. She's like super stressed over it. Send her positive vibes, folks.
Big
Except
GCD at
GCD.
Diomedes_industries.
positive
No,
vibes are
I have
nothing
been
but
married
troll
for
vibes.
over 30 years. I have no more money. LOL.
Wine scene use outdoor plumbing.
He blames
Scissor man, don't
his
hold your pee,
wife.
John. It's wet.
Blames his wife for not having millions. That is the mark of a genius right there. Good job, GCD. I want to be just like you.
Flossy, good luck to the SiiNs spawn.
Just like you, sir. Don't hold my pee. What if I put it in like a pouch? Like a fleshy pouch? Will that work? Less than a minute. Less than a minute.
Scissor man, waterfalls, waterfalls.
Safety
Big
first.
GCD, so if the internet goes down it will be all your fault that she can't take her test. Diode, John is going for the urine
Right.
punch today on the blades, chat.
The urine cunch. Sounds downright spooky.
Scissor man, rivers rushing through, drip drip.
Drip, drip. A shower. Peeing. 10 seconds. Then we got 15 minutes to get them all done. Here we go. Ready? Ready? It's on like Donkey Kong. First one's not looking good. We should see a solid knife in there, but it is
Wine scene, you
a,
could always change Gary's name to Gary.
an empty pouch. So, I mean, we
Coriash
got-
drip drip reminds me of my favorite Chappelle skit.
air in the pouch on this one.
Diode drip drip reminds me of the VD I have.
Wine scene at Koraish LOL. Blue Diomedes _ Industries Tisk. TMI.
Big GCD at Diomedes _ Industries. You know VD is not like a pet, you should see a doctor to get rid of it.
So, let's see. Where did we get our hole? More importantly, do we have a warp? So we got the hole up at the top, which is actually good. We're okay with that. A little crispy on the spine, but that is okay, chat.
Diode VD is like bad luggage. It sticks around.
A crispy spine is just fine. It's the blade edge that we're worried about. We might be good to go. Well, it doesn't warp.
Big GCD at Diomedes _ Industries. Eddie Murphy.
Didn't break. Great. All right, one down, 5 to go. Let's do it. It's a lot nicer. Look how solid that pouch outline is. I think one of the bigger problems with having such a secure pouch, though,
Blue Eddie is a good fruit.
is the pouch will warp. Turn it so the left or the right. Just an observation that I've had of them. Typically, I don't use air in the 154. So every time I do a heat treat, I try to improve my process a little bit. That's a tight pouch. Great heat treat. It's definitely got a warp. Drop some resin into the trash. No escape. I'll let you move the glass bottle mica powder somewhere less aggressive.
Flossy Morning Blue, GCD, everyone.
Pretty busy today, Flossie?
Diode John is warped, so his blades are warped.
That's how that works.
Blue High Flossy Goliard.
That dude straightened up. Nice. Good, good, good. 2 down, 4 to go. Next.
Blue Diomedes _ Industries
air
warp
in that
speed
one.
6. Flossy gotta love working. I get online, say hi, and then have to fix a file. It's busy indeed.
Sorry to hear that, Flossie. Guess we'll find out if this one is a crispy critter or not. Let me have it. Looks like we got the hole up at the top on the spine, which is interesting. Burning the gloves. Burning the gloves. Feel pretty hot. Not be flaming. Doesn't mean it's not hot.
Diode hot things are hot, John.
Unless they're not. So what kind of knives did you make yesterday, Diode? You make your signature blade again? Your little guy? Nice. Hit the blades before it starts to warp. Gravity press.
Diode 52100 EDC style. One more of a hunter and more of a spear point.
Doing yourself some high carbon. Who do you use for your steel? Are you a mystery steel maker? Almost felt that one through the glove. Almost. Doing good so far, chat. That there is what you like to see for a heat treat. Real nice one. Two left. They both look pretty good. Both look pretty damn good.
Diode, I am all about the high carbon. Gonna use AEBL soon though. I have some of your Sandvik. On the way for me to make some blades as well.
Koryashai exit.
Yeah, get out there and like and retweet, chat. Let people know that we exist. Need to grow. Grow! Grow!
Blue, I did.
Thought you already made knives and sold off all that, Sandvik.
Flossie, but do we exist? Or are we figments of the internet?
I mean, you guys are all voices in my head, so naturally you have to exist. Isn't that how it works? Listen to some voices in my head more than others. All right, last one. Last one. Good. Once the oven cools down, we'll be able to do tempering. And we can get to work on these. I think I'm going to remake the dive knife. Doesn't matter. Put something in the trash can. It's caught on the finger and flings it off to the left. Right. The right or the left. Really nice outline of a knife though. Really tight. Take a look. See what we got. We are straight. All right, folks. That's 100% right there. 100%. Been a while since we've seen a 100%er. So we got a little bit of a scarring up here at the top. We're charring. Grinder, please. See what I'm talking about. So when steel gets too hot, it'll char. See how black that is? This little rainbowing down here, that's okay. But that char goes all the way through. You've probably seen a couple blacksmiths on Twitch where they cook their steel too much. That's what's happened there. Makes it brittle, not very usable. Fortunately, it's on the spine, so we don't give a shit about the spine. The spine is a look pretty anyway. A softer spine is always fine. Some rainbowing there. Pretty close to char, but see how we don't have any of it going all the way through? It's rainbowed on the other side. With the char bit, you got char all the way through. That's what I look for when I do my heat treats. Whether it's the right way or the wrong way, it seems to be the way that works. Roll cam, please.
Flossy Chat Mander.
What? What does that mean? Oh. AEBL. Wonder what that is. Sounds like one of them big fancy
Flossy
steels.
Charmander.
Charmander. Like Prim of some young Michael. Some chili. All right, and we got 30 more minutes before I can go back inside, chat. Hold.
Scissor Man, is Mike Hunt here?
Doubtful. I think he's off saving the world. Shall we do a resin cast? I use
Big
Illumilite.
GCD at Scissorman51, is that Ethan's brother?
Illumilite is some high-end
Flossy, how about Amanda Hug and Kiss?
resin.
Scissor Man, proud of your at Gekremadelish.
And good stuff. Low odor. Probably just as toxic as the high odor shit, but I like to think it's better. Anytime you use resin, you need to make sure you have great ventilation. You don't get much better ventilation than a massive door on the whole side of the shop. Must add a fan to the mix.
Big GCD, still just as bad for you. You just can't smell it, so you don't know it's killing you.
Oh, is that it? Hopefully we got plenty of ventilation. Here's mold release. That's what they say it is. Spray down our doohickey one more time.
Scissor man, oops Michael, that was for John, proud of your bladder control.
Wait, you're not proud of Michael? You've been married 30 years.
Scissor man Michael doesn't have to pee, I'm assuming.
Possible. All right, so the color is not going to be as
Diode
great
fun fact.
on this
That
thing.
grid is out of John's neighbor's air conditioning.
What's that even mean? Out. Works. Das ist gut. Get a cup. I need 2 cups. 2 cups. Bum, bum.
Diode 2 cups of epoxy and 1 cup of bourbon for John.
Dice modes. Go. Weird that that cup weighs 0.5 ounces. Weird. All right, so the little mold takes 10 ounces of resin. I usually need about 3 ounces for 2 dice molds. So we're gonna go with, I think 14 ounces ought to do it. Yeah. It's gonna be a really dark one, unfortunately. We're gonna add the sparkle to the pewter this time. Luminolite is cast with a 1-to-1 ratio by weight, which is why we got the ounce doohickey out. So we need
Diode
7
snort sparkle
ounces
powder John.
of A. Ounces of A. Remember when I was saying I don't listen to every word, every voice in my head? Diode's that one voice I don't listen to. Be careful, Diode. He's a troll. Just like Michael.
Diode, I am not Diode. Listen to me. Snort the powder.
Oh my god. Stop fucking
7.04. So we need 7.08 of the B. Of the B. Lie? Nah. I never lie unless it's next to the
Diode
woman I
GCD.
love.
That playing over what I said was hilarious.
14.08.
Big GCD LOL.
$14.08 on the money. And it is officially time to order more resin. The next batch of resin I order is going to be a lot different than this resin. I'm going to grab a UV resistant resin next. So you see how murky that is? We got to mix it until it's clear. The big difference between the UV resin and this stuff is I'll have less work time, so I gotta move out. I'm not gonna have near as much time to jaw jack with you guys when we do the resin on the UV stuff. This is clear slow, so it will cure slow and clear. Willie, thank you for the alert. Not worried about the bubbles. I use a pressure pot so the bubbles will come out. Well, they'll get squished, only you can't see them anymore. Not with the naked eye, anyway.
Diodo.
So you scrape
I
the
didn't answer you,
wall.
John. I mostly get my steel from those selling old steel they don't use anymore. But when I order new, I use New Jersey Steel Baron, Admiral, Maker, or Maritime.
Look at you, man. Whoever's cheapest, huh?
Diode, I have a water jetter so I send them steel, but new plans are jetted by New Jersey Steel Baron.
Just a small one.
Diode, I pick my steel like I pick my ladies. Cheap, easy, and fast.
A lot more information than I needed. Oh. Grab some pewter. More pewter.
Diode, you asked. I am just trying to be thorough.
Appreciate you.
The other Bob, hence the VD.
Grab some black. Black.
Diode Bob is a hater.
Powder or sparkle in that one. And put sparkle in that one too. This is going to give us some sparkle. It'll allow a little bit of depth as well, since we're going to use some of the clear. The pewter we'll use as a transition between the clear sparkle and the black. Now hopefully come out okay. And the black, well, it's just black. It's a really dark handle, folks. Really dark. Pearl. This. Fling it everywhere, John. Good job, buddy. Put it out in the sun, let the mold release do its thing. Go with a layer black. We got a lot more resin here than we need. Go with a layer of clear. So much mixing as I am just kind of integrating the swirl pattern in there. Something uniquely happens with molds for some reason. I noticed that when I heat them up.
Morning, John. Why so
Come on,
dark?
Corp. This is what like Wolf Fairy likes, man. It's her thing. The reason I add the clear is to break up the darkness, because it is really dark.
Scissor man oops hump.
Not necessarily a requirement to pop these bubbles,
Damon,
but
hey sweetie.
definitely want to. Huh. Honeycomb thing. It's quite interesting that the
Scissor man who is sweetie.
aluminum honeycomb thinks. Back. Gray. If we need it, we will add the clear.
Damon, whoever wants to be XD, I told you. I even called my coworker sweetie, as I told him I never loved him, only like him as a coworker.
Popping them bubbles. Add a little bit more here. Give that a swirl. I'm sure there's like a perfect science to this, but I don't know what it is. More of a
Damon,
chaotic
it also
being
means I
when
don't
it
have to
comes
be
this.
specific and type out a bunch of names like GCD, and it's more personal than chat.
Scissor man I think corp is salty temp. Ha.
Is it salty, sweetie? A lot more surface area there that I missed than I thought originally. Maybe I should've
Damon
done a little bit
LMAO,
more.
I'm so salty I don't add salt to my food, I just get it naturally by being me.
We got plenty in there now.
Diode, if you drink that, John, you poop sparkles. It would be fabulous.
Take your word for it. Insane amount of bubbles in here. To our dice molds. Let the bubbles do their thing on that. Rise up. Rise up and rebel.
Damon Scissor, we are both in Florida, you get the southern charm and the ocean, so you just get salty charm.
Cyber dial,
thing?
haha, I like it.
Try to fix our ass dice here. Janky dice mold first.
Food Ghosts morning, John and chat.
The
Troll
Figo.
King, I think all your dice molds are janky, John. All the funky dice.
Alright, sir. Either toy. Mr. Janky himself.
Blue woohoo hi toy.
A little bit. We might have enough. I think we might get a partial here. Lurk. Them things, if we would have went 15 ounces, it probably would have been too much. 14 and a half would have been a decent amount. Get a couple partials in there though, that'd be nice. My janky lid here. This guy first. Hopefully that'll hold. Last but not least, then tomorrow we'll find out if we have had a success or a failure. There you have it. That is resin casting 101. Super easy, right? When I first started doing resin casting, I was like worried. Like, oh man, it seems complicated. Nah, it's just messy. Just messy. 10 minutes before I can go pee. I'll go to pee. Should probably ask my wife if I'm allowed to go inside yet or not. I'm assuming that if my daughter passes, she will come out here in glee and excitement.
Damon, why aren't you allowed inside?
My daughter's testing. Remember a few months ago when I had to turn the internet off so she could take her test? Yeah. Today's the makeup.
Corp, you're lucky you can be in the same county.
I'm
Big
lucky
GCD,
I
I
can be
hope your
streaming.
daughter does not pass, she is so young. Big GCD, oh, pass her test. Okay.
GCD, that is beyond trolling right there, dude.
Damon
Mean.
Root.
Not supposed to be mean trolling. Really, you're having a bad day. Okay.
Damon, yeah, never go after the family.
You are allowed to pick on me. You can't pick on anybody else.
Big GCD, that was not rude. I was wishing her well. Food ghosts, can we pick on the Jeep?
Pick on the Jeep. Definitely pick on the Jeep. I'm hoping I can get it sold before too much longer. Should go up on the Facebook by the end of the week. Poor Jeep.
Coriash, you can pick your nose, you can pick your friends. You can't pick your friend's nose.
Somehow I managed to nick myself.
Food ghosts, maybe you can't.
It's at such a small degree that it's
Cyberdial, I mean.
Taking
You
some of
could.
the skin, but not all of the skin. It's not bleeding. It's weird.
Cyberdial, but not advised.
How you end up in a relationship, right? Oh, you want to pick my nose? Oh, yeah, let's get intimate. Bow, go, wow, wow. I'm a little worried about sending Carl his winning night the other day with the UK and all.
Damon, no, I don't want to pick your nose.
So concerned. Didn't have rust spots on there. Just chunks.
Scissorman, especially John's brown noser friends. Ha.
Blech. Reach in there, pull out a brown bugger. That doesn't sound tasty. Grab a brand new 120. Work on these blades. These are Toddy's knives. We'll find out once and for all if there is rust on here, because we're going to test it tomorrow. If there is, we got to remake it yet again. Maybe I should try one of these places that Diode's talking about, other than Admiral.
Corp, you can tune a piano, but
Steel
you
Baron.
can't tune a C bass.
Jersey Steel Baron. I wonder if they've got high-end stainless steel.
Scissorman, but Corp can tune a fire. Ha. Scissorman, chop chop.
Corp, I sure can. Those days are dwindling though.
Got to get wood for next year. Corporal. That's what we're talking about. Get some trees.
Corp, I have it. I just need to split it now. Still a bit wet in the backyard.
Grind lines are looking good. Need to find some time to do some hand sanding, I think.
Corp, yep.
do that
Fire
tomorrow.
season is about done until fall again.
Looking good.
Scissorman, can you have a bonfire in your yard? In our city the fire department does a yard inspection before getting a fire permit. Cyberdial, wow, that's wild.
You can have a bonfire in your yard?
Corp, nope. No burn piles in my village.
Cyberdial, we can do them here in South Florida without asking, but we aren't really high fire risk here.
Coriash can't openly burn here unless you're out of city limits.
That's the same way in Kansas. We burn the fields here pretty regularly. In fact, they've been burning all week.
Corp, you could have a small campfire of sorts, but not a big pile of yard waste.
Blue,
Lot
remember
of
the
smog.
5th of November.
Coriash, I could have a burn barrel. But not burning piles of leaves.
They allow you to have like fire pit, but I don't know if they'd let you do a bonfire. Now, when you say bonfire, I'm thinking like 20-foot tall, massive pile of brush.
Scissor Man know that a Big John.
That's what I think when you say bonfire.
Scissor Man not that big, usually fire pit size.
Fire pits are okay. Son of a biscuit, we hadn't even started on that one yet. Nope.
Scissor Man our fire pits are pallet size.
Thought we already started on that. I think that's usable. I think that's doable in city limits. Don't get me to lying though. I don't know. I don't have one. They'd probably frown on my oven. I know they get a little nervous with open forges. But safety, safety, safety.
Coriash, I had a great 5-foot round fire pit in the last house. Right outside of my screen deck. Damn, I miss that area. Coriash, not at this time of year, during the pollinating though.
Still make s'mores this time of year.
Scissor Man the fire permit is only $15 per year, just an inconvenience.
Sounds like your code office is like our code office. Just another way for the city to make more money off people.
Damon, my county used to charge you extra to have a dog or cat, had to get a special tag.
Yeah, some cities they
Koreash, wow.
They
Damon
have rules
Temperance never
against
had
types
one.
of breed.
Teddy Bear has never had one, nor has Theodora.
There are certain breeds that are banned in Manhattan. Or at least require additional paperwork.
Damon
Yeah, that's
breed
the right
specific
word.
legislation.
Koreash, there's a town a few over from us that don't allow you to have more than 2 four-legged animals per house. Koreash, I detest the breed-specific BS.
I think mostly it's Rottweilers. Rottweilers come to mind.
Koreash, I love pitties dearly. It's not a dog problem, it's an owner problem.
Damon pit bulls are usually the target.
Koreash, yep.
Pit bulls.
Damon Your City American Pit Bull Terrier, American Staffordshire Terrier, Argentine Doggo, Cane Corso, Chow, Dogue de Bordeaux, Doberman Pinscher, Fila Brasileiro, German Shepherd, Perro de Presa Canario, Rottweiler, Staffordshire Bull Terrier.
Koreash, your city sucks. Sheesh.
Wow.
Little Bear, good morning.
Good morning, little bear.
Koreash, I love cane corsos.
Is that my city or your city?
Damon Yours.
Woo. Seems a little
Corp
rough.
GSDs is an odd one.
German Shepherd.
Damon BSL is against the law in the state of Florida, however Miami-Dade County got grandfathered with pit bull ban.
Koreash, GSDs make a lot of those lists. Again, not a dog problem. An owner problem. Corp wonder what the police use for drug dogs then? Koreash, I had to stop walking my dog at a local park because there was an 80-year-old frail guy walking a giant GSD and couldn't control him.
That doesn't sound good. Couldn't control his pupper.
Corp or like when kids walk dogs that weigh more than they do. No thanks.
Catherine's been pretty ornery lately. She's just not listening to Lisa at all anymore.
Damon, he's 3. Little bear, pretty stabby stabby.
Yeah, he's 3. His birthday wasn't too long ago either. It was last week. It's steak knife, little bear. New steak knife.
Little bear in love.
All I'm doing now is cleaning up the grind lines on it before the hand pan. I find that if I clean it up, the big deep gouges with multiple grits, it makes the hand pan go quicker. But the only thing I've found that seems to make it go faster. That way I don't spend hours and hours on one knife. Let the belt do most of the work for me.
Damon, honestly, if he's blowing her off, I would put a leash on him and take him back to basics.
That's what I told her. Like, put his vest on, put a leash on him. She doesn't want to mess with that though, first thing in the morning. Right before bed. Got plenty of knives ready for hand sanding, that's for damn sure. I've been trying to do hand sanding, not on stream because it's not exactly the funnest thing to watch. At least I don't think so.
Corey-ash, I'd never have my dog on a leash if it was allowed. She won't go more than about 10 before looking back. She'll stay attached to my leg if I want. Plus, she's a golden. Not a dangerous breed. /IRL. But, people freak out if I have an unleashed dog around here.
Do they really? No. It's a big dog. It's unleashed. What do I do?
Corey-ash loved walking around Ireland, almost no dog ever on a leash. Or just running around and playing with each other, visiting the humans. So nice.
I keep seeing TikTok things to move to Ireland. Like grants and stuff. Am I getting those because of you? I know you're probably still testing, but I gotta take a break. I gotta go pee. So she's gonna have to wait. She's gonna have to deal with me coming in. So,
Corey-ash,
exclamation
not
point,
me. I don't get
play.
those. Lol. Corey-ash, you signed up for the Kansas
Brenda,
game in
please.
Dublin, maybe?
Oh, that might be right. Yeah, forgot about that. Maybe that's it. All right, I'll be right back here in a moment. To go to the party. We shall return. Exclamation point play if you are on Twitch. So you can enter the marbles. If you're over on YouTube, you will have to go over to the Twitch. Same with Kick. Also, since you're over
Corey-ash,
there,
good
click
thing
that
he has
subscribe
people
button,
that can
follow
think
button.
for him.
Turn off the notifications though. You don't want to get hit with all the notifications when I go live. All right, I'll be back here in a moment. You're back.
Corey-ash, my dog went through off-leash training, and training grounds were large populated parks, Home Depot. Lots of stuff with endless distractions. So nice to have a dog like that.
Flossie, unfortunately, people who do not train their dogs cause problems for people who do.
Corp, well, this is gonna spell his doom. If JG doesn't ace this, it will be because of his tiny bladder and going in the house. He should have risked it in the yard. Who is going to say anything to the Veep piddling in the yard?
I was like a ninja, in and out. She didn't even notice me. She's definitely still working on her test. Exclamation point play if you have not entered. Now's a great time to do so. Play, 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 play. Face map. Face map. All right, here we go. 1 minute. Get your balls on the track. Create a new scene for the vertical. New scene for the vertical marbles. 40 seconds. Let's go. 3 more people and I enter. When I enter, and if I win, everybody wins. 30 seconds. Get your balls on the track. It's a long one too. 3 minutes. We look out into space. Will we see Alpha Centauri? White dot. 15 seconds. Last call, last call, last call. Let us go. And they're off. Bluesy. We're gonna watch Bluesy. We start at the end of the solar system. It's kind of sus. If that's the end of the solar system, why is the star behind us? Shouldn't the star be
Blue, don't do that, John. I will die. LOL.
start the star closest to it? So that was maybe Mercury. ER, or maybe it was Mars. Mars is closer to the sun than us, right? Although that looks like Mars. Blue? Yes. What the hell? She's cheating, chat. She's cheating. Managed to wiggle her way into first. Dive, dive, dive. Or does it submerge? You gotta go under Jupiter. Under and then over, maybe? Dang, Blue. Oh, there's Angry Rook. He's coming up. He wants your points, Blue. Scissor Man, you way in the back, dude. Why are you pulling up the caboose? I think Angry Rook is gaining on you, Blue. Looks like it. He wants it more than you do. Uh-oh. And the Angry Rook pulls out front. Jesus. What the hell did you do, Blue?
Blue C.
Stop for some coffee? Man, he is pulling away. Somebody needs to check out his ball, see if it's regulation ball sized.
Blue yet.
Oh, you just cut Bear Fan off. Oh, 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 oh! Making up the distance. Shit, here comes Food Ghost. Damn it, Cyber Dialer. What are you doing, man? You cheating? Oh, Blue, you giving up? He's like, fuck this, I'm out. All right, Bear Fan. You're up. Yours to lose. Bluesy was a quitter. She jumped off the track. But a bush cutter.
Blue told you.
Well, I never listen. Just ask my wife. She says I never listen. There goes Weinsing. Weinsing found a hole in the track. Why do they wait till the end to murder people? You know? Cyber Dialer's pulled up front, so he's definitely cheating. Daggum bots, they always cheat. Grats, Cyber Dial! Bear Fan, what the hell, man? Like, fuck it, I can't win. Wow. Little Bear for third. Cyber Dial. Angry Rook. Good job, man. That bear. Oh, Corporal got it.
Corp got it.
Dang it! Grats Cyber. Scissorman, you finished. I mean, not last, so you did good. You did good, son.
Scissorman, hey John, I need whisper you a question.
Yeah. Can you do it on Discord? Is that a troll request? Is that me trolling? Maybe.
Koreashi can't hear whispers. Speak up, Sonny.
Speak up! You know I'm deaf around here.
Dubf found Twitter goal made.
Twitter goal made. Thank you guys. Appreciate that.
Scissorman,
Yeah.
no Discord.
Send me a message. You can send me a message on Twitch, can't you? Should be able to. I don't have them blocked. I know I didn't want to, but we're gonna have to do some hand sandage, folks. Hand sandage. Unless I can find something else to do.
Little Bear darn ads.
Dadgum ads. Twitch does seem like they like their ads a lot more.
Scissorman, it's about the US only shipping for the knife giveaway.
Ah, yeah. Well, you're a Ko-fi supporter, so I will still ship to you, bud. Be good to go. Part of that give more, get more mentality I own. Hopefully, I won't get smacked with a fucking triple digit like I did the other day. Still being contested. We'll see what happens with that. Yeah, as it stands right now, though, I won't allow pirate ship to go and scoop my shit anymore. Troll cam, please. It didn't switch. Sorry about that. There we go. Did not switch on me. Think I'm going to be doing some yard work this afternoon. I hope she passes her test so I can take her out to lunch. and she won't feel so horrible. In the grand scheme of things, this test isn't actually the important test. This test is the predictor test, right? That she's taking. The predictor test supposedly gives them a prediction on how well they'll do on the actual test. I've always found in the past that the predictor tests are always off kilter or even harder than the actual tests, which is typically, I guess, a good thing. When I was doing CCNA, CCNP, A+, Security Plus, all them tests, CompTIA test. Although I have to say it's a medical test, not a tech test, so I don't really know. Seems like most places follow the same winning style. I think the only test that I ever really failed was like an ITL test. ITL or ITLE or something. Some kind of customer service based test. So naturally I was going to fail that fucker. I went and got the study guide for it, and then I remembered every question on that damn test. Like 130, 140 of them.
Blue naturally.
Can't tell you to this day a single question, but I memorized them for the test. I squashed that motherfucker like a bug the next time I took it. The tests that I find are actually the hard ones are the ones that don't actually have a right answer. They have a more likely than not the right answer. Those ones are brutal. Guess they call those what, adaptive reasoning exams? Well, it's not exactly right, but it's the closest to being right of all of the choices. They have a lot of those with cybersecurity exams. Those were a pain in the booty. Makes it harder to memorize them when they have thousands of questions. Couple hundred? That's not a big deal. Couple thousand? A little different. Yeah, I think I'm gonna find me a nice base, or maybe, I don't know, do you think 2 concrete buckets? How big of a, how weighty of a base do I need for a flagpole? Depends on how high you raise the flag.
Koryasha base for what?
Flagpole. I want to take a flagpole to the farmer's market. That way I can get above the noise on everybody else.
Flossie, it depends on the height of the pile. Up to 8 feet can deal with a 5-gallon bucket.
I definitely need higher than 8 feet. My tent's 10 foot. I'm thinking like
Koryash one weighted bucket, and
Maybe
strap
15.
it to the side of your truck.
oh, there we go. Yeah. I mean, I've got this flagpole
Flossie
here.
strapping helps.
It's a telescoping flagpole.
Corp drill a hole in the roof and floor of Lisa's Jeep.
And then just telescope it up. Good idea.
Koryash
I guess
now.
the FedEx dude brought something. I wonder what he brought. Maybe he was just hanging out by my house. Telling you, man, I need to put caltrops down. Get people to stop walking in my grass. Because you know what's happening, right? That FedEx dude's walking in everybody else's grass, and he's bringing dandelion dust and debris into my grass, and then I'm getting all these dandelions. That's how I'm getting them.
Damon, FedEx is the delivery company I want to fire from my house.
Koryash a box of suckers. Don't show them on stream though, they're a particular shape.
Oh, is that it?
Koryash same demon.
I have one neighbor.
Koryash Damon.
He gets FedEx packages every day. FedEx, UPS, USPS, he gets them all, man. Every single frickin' day.
Little Bear sure it ain't his wife?
No, I think it's him. He's like, I think he's some kind of architect. I don't know though. I've never met him. Just see the trucks every day.
Koryash same. But FedEx is the only one that leaves packages as far away from my door as he can and still claim it was delivered to my porch.
And Temperance has the other way, the other problem. Puts him so close to the door it blocks the door from opening.
Little Bear at Koryash same.
Koryash yeah I know.
Damon, FedEx is the one that blocks my mucking door.
Gum FedEx.
Corp I thought they left them far from the door so you can see them up close and you don't always know they are there.
Blue, next time, shoot them with a water pistol.
Boy, that'd piss somebody off pretty quick, Blue. Walk up to the door and get smacked with a water gun. Jesus, Blue.
Blue, well, they were told not to leave the packages that close.
That would be something for the grass. Put a sign, stay off grass or get squirted. You consent to being squirted if you step on my grass. I can see that.
Blue, use a super soaker then.
Set it up with motion control so it sees. Use one of them Gatlin super soakers. Set it up on a articulating tripod. I guarantee you somebody would steal
Damon,
that.
oh, get one
in
of
a
those
heartbeat.
motion activated things to keep away pest.
They would definitely yoink that. Like, oh. Put a sign underneath it with blinking lights. Stay off grass. Stay off grass. There's somebody out there who's done that already. Gotta find a video for it. Find a video. All right, this is 600 grit. This will be the last.
Blue, not if you put 10000V
Little
on them
bit
and
we
assign
need.
warning people, do not touch.
Hell, that ain't enough. People still do it. That entitlement thing. Well, if you want your package, I'm gonna walk on your grass. All right. Take a look at this, and then I think we'll go ahead and call it for the day, chat. Be back tomorrow. Grinder, please. Tomorrow. 600 grit. I go for a foggy mirror. I think I'm gonna hit it again now. I can get those grind lines out of the center a little better. Looks a hell of a lot better than the other side. Be another hat knife. Don't forget, we've got our end of the month knife giveaway in about what, 3 weeks? 2 weeks? 20 days? Something like that. Exclamation point play if you have not entered. Now's the time to do so. Also, if you did the likes and the retweets, please do an exclamation point retweet now. Do it now.
Damon 6K.
Look at Temperance coming in with a massive sixer. Got to modify those amounts. Those are way too many, way too rich. Way too fucking rich. Got to modify them. Knock that shit down a bit. You guys are
Blue
always
nice
coming
one
up with
temp.
more than 5. Exclamation point play if you have not entered. Now's a great time to do so. Also, if you have not hit that subscribe button over on YouTube, make sure you do that. And the follow button on Kick. And the follow button on Twitch. And turn off the alerts for all of it. Don't want the alerts. 1 minute. Get your balls on the track. Way too many points. If you have not been active in the last 5 minutes, you will not get the send coin that we're going to drop from the likes and the retweets. Just a heads up, toss out an emote, say something, be active. If you have not been active, well, now's your time to get active. You won't get the coinage.
Coriash
Coming in
active.
with 3,600. Coriash coming in with a 700. Dial trying again.
Damon not sure we are gonna beat 6K.
I think it goes all the way up to 7K. Or it might go up to higher. I don't know. I'll have to talk to Corporal. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Launch. Oh, there's the bear fan again.
Blue Inbirix Stren HRK.
The bear fan.
Little bear, so I finished the baby bonnet I was tell ya about. It is the cutest damn thing ever.
Picks. Picks. Don't have picks. Didn't happen. Good old creme delish going with some self promo there. Gotta love it. He never uses the Discord self promotion. There for him. He just doesn't like it, I guess. I don't know, Bear fan. Bluesy's going right again. It helped her out the first time around. It looks like it's doing pretty good for the second time around, too. You bounced off the ceiling, Blue. Dang it!
LOL.
What happened? You got going too fast, huh? Bear fan! Oh, dear Lord. Bear fan was too fast, too.
Blue
All right,
FL.
Scissor Man. It's up to you, buddy. Uh-oh. A little bear might take it from you. I don't know. It's gonna be close. Gonna be close. Oh, little bear. Congratulations. Almost,
Little
Scissor
bear
Man.
post where Discord being weird for me. Yay.
Little bear.
Scissor Man John, does the VIP knife the same as the hat knife giveaway shipping? I did whisper you anyways.
Yep. VIPs, they get their shipping. Don't worry about it. You're good. You're solid, sir.
Cyber Dial W.
You are solid. All right, be active in chat. Be active in chat. We're about to drop them points. Thank you guys for doing the likes and the retweets. I appreciate it. You're helping me grow the Twitch community and get the word out there
Big
about the
GCD
knives
active.
and the sharpening. I appreciate it. I really do. I appreciate you,
Blue,
you
I try.
VIPs and legends on my Ko-fis too.
Cyber Dial not active in
You want
chat.
to partake,
Scissorman,
get
oh, okay,
yourself on
thanks
the
for
list
responding.
for knives every year. That's where you do it. That is where you do it. I do not do commissions anymore at the present time. I do not see doing them anytime soon either. So there's always the wife honeydews though. Those happen every now and then. So seriously though, thank you guys. Appreciate that. All right, here we go. Dropping the hammer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 6,000 coins. That is a lot of coinage. That is a ticket right there for the month and knife giveaway.
Little Bear woohoo.
So
Cyber
grazie,
dial
grazie.
bonus.
Grazie, grazie.
Canara morning sunshine.
Good morning, Kanara.
Blue yet.
You came in just as we're about to leave. I'm done. Stick a fork in
Little
me.
Bear O posted in Gen as it was the only one that lets me post.
You should be able to
Damon
post
at Canara, hey.
and share a pic. Be able to. Should. Let's see. Ooh, Yankee's
Canara
on.
then I shall go along for the raid in support.
I have not seen Yankee on in forever.
Raiders hold hands.
Hold on to your butt. Go. Talk to Yank.
Little Bear share pic was hiding from me hahaha.
Yeah, probably need to clean up the Discord a little bit.
Blue crotch cam. Canara remember your fellow raider can be used as a flotation device in case of water raid landing.
Only
Automod what?
GCD. Only GCD can be used as a flotation device. Seriously, guys, thank you for hanging out with me today. We did pretty good progress today. I got a lot of hand sanding to do, so we'll get some handles on. I'm going to try to finish up this hand sanding knife this afternoon, and that way we can put a handle on the knife
thank you for
tomorrow and
sharing
actually
your
get
time with
something
us.
done. I will be back tomorrow morning, bright and early, 0700. Until then, though, let's go take a look
Corp
at what
apparently
Yankee's
your
doing.
fellow is a nasty term. GG Twitch.
Big GCD, wait.
Your fellow.
Did she pass her test?
Your fellow. I don't know. I do
Little
know.
Bear thank you for
I think
hanging
she's
out
taking her
bye.
time. She's taking her
Koryash,
time,
thanks
which is
John.
good thing.
Have a great rest of your day.
We're gonna go talk to Yankee and
Canara
see
at
what's
corporal
up with Yankee.
underscore tunnel underscore
Canara.
07.
It's good to see you. Thank you for coming
Koryash
in,
at
even though it was the
corporal
last
underscore tunnel
second.
underscore 07. Stop showing your fellow off.
Dig.
Big GCD, hey Canara.
It's a good size fellow.
Food ghosts appreciate the stream, John.
Guys,
Canara at get
have
cream
a great
delish
rest of
hey
your
cream.
day. And come back and see me tomorrow. I'll be here. Till then, take care, stay safe, don't do anything I would do. Why? Get this.